All right, thanks, folks, for tuning in once again to another show. We're here at the studios for Hear and Play Live. We want to give you an opportunity to go ahead and begin to share. Facebook.com/Hear and Play. We're going to have a beautiful time here on this afternoon. Beautiful may not even be the best word to describe what's getting ready to take place. It's probably going to be an explosion. I'm already excited about what I'm getting ready to hear. Explore what these musicians are doing. Just get all in the mix with all 88 keys. And we might even find 89 or 90 keys today. I'm not sure. But we are going to have a great time. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yeah.
I believe so. I believe so. Well, I will bless the Lord, all my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. What a great and an exciting time to be alive today. Hear and Play Live. Once again, folks, welcome to our second broadcast, Hear and Play Live. We have Eddie Brown here this afternoon. We have organist Craig BROCKMAN. We also have Garrison Brown. And we also have, of course, Bryan B-dub White.
B-dub.
B-dub. And, of course, I'm your host, Galen Jackson. Man, you fellas jumped right in there with Bless the Lord, Oh My Soul. I'm privileged and honored to be in the presence of the great Eddie Brown, folks. Eddie Brown, folks. Eddie Brown, folks.
Glad to be here with you.
Yes.
Feel like we have a little technical difficulty there. We'll get you fixed up there, Eddie. But while we're getting Eddie's mic together, today's a special day. We have some of the world's best musicians. We're celebrating 16 years with Hear and Play. Man, that's
Nice.
a major milestone, fellas. Major milestone. The founder started with this vision August 6th, 2000. Jermaine Griggs had the vision to change the way that we learn how to play gospel music. He figured that there was a formula. There was a way in which you could learn how to, play any song that was either contemporary, traditional, toe tappers, shout music. And I'm telling you, he's had probably some of the greatest musicians, that I've heard. He had Jason White on, he had Mike Burrell on. And, I came to hear, Eddie Brown, play as well with a host of other great, musicians, man, that, we're in awe sometimes by what we hear, So I want to get into just what actually takes place, what actually goes on with regards to, to playing songs, like that. What does that do? Does that take you back, to days when you first learned?
That's the traditional. Number one style of gospel is the traditional way.
Yeah. I feel in many ways it's almost like at a football game to be the national anthem. That's like the anthem.
Right. Yeah.
For church. Talk about humble beginnings, fellas. Humble beginnings.
My humble beginnings was an upright roller piano, out of tune, keys broken off, and I still learned how to play. I was terrible. All my friends still was cool with me, even though I was terrible. When I tried to play Bless the Lord back then, they was like, what is that? Okay, we're going to deal with you, son. We love you. Mm-hmm. And my mom, she guided me and helped me and took my dad took me to his friend.
Yeah.
And he helped me start developing his style and what to play and how to play it instead of just randomly doing stuff.
Right. Bryan? How does it start for you, man? Did you have your little guitar from Toys R Us?
No, my grandmother actually bought me my first bass, but before that, I was actually gigging and playing at church with the school's bass. I didn't even own a bass at the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So very humble beginnings, like the worst gear, having no gear, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Did you have your own tuner, or were you tuning up next to the piano?
I had to learn how to tune by ear. I didn't have a tuner.
Garrison, I would say the new kid on the block, but not really.
Well, it was kind of for me like growing up in a family of musicians, to where the family it was always equipment around. So and then my dad was a pastor when I was a kid, and I'll never forget. It was a red sparkle. I think it was a Rogers or Ludwig set. And he would set it up in the middle of the do this in remembrance of me table at the church. He would let me just bang away during service, and it was older guys that could play.
Yeah.
And he would say, leave him alone. And he would just let me. I was like 4 or 5 years old, 6
right
years old.
In front of the communion table?
In front of the communion table. And my metronome at that time was him hitting C on the organ. That low C, he would stop. And that was my timing, you know what I'm saying? But that was, that was humble beginnings, and that was, that's definitely shaped and molded.
Sure enough.
Especially this kind of music into, the musician that I am today.
Sure enough. Eddie Brown.
Well, for me,
where does it start?
For me, it started on an old off-tune Whitney piano.
Whitney. Haven't even heard about Whitney.
Yeah, that thing was so off. But they had it tuned every now and then. But for the most part, it was off. But that's where I learned. That's where I started.
So when you guys first started out playing, was it volunteered or were you voluntold that you were going to learn an instrument?
I just wanted to do it.
I
just wanted to.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to play. My mom just got tired of me beating in the bottom of her pots and pans. So she just made my dad, she made them get me a drum set. She was just like, we can't
do this no more.
We can't keep buying dishes.
Eddie, do they even make Whitney pianos anymore?
Oh, probably not.
No.
Probably not. I don't know.
Whitney.
Probably don't make it anymore. But
So I can't go to the piano mega store and ask for a Whitney, huh?
No.
It is.
They will laugh at you.
Let me get that Whitney in the window.
Yeah.
Oh man. So you guys did a couple of things there when you were playing Bless the Lord. And I heard you do it, but the viewers out, in Facebook world, they're not sure what it is, that you did. Can you guys run back through just the top of that song? And I saw you do. I heard you do something, and it sounded like you did a walk up, but I've never heard Bless the Lord, played like that. Can you guys work that out and let us know what you did?
Well, we played the song traditionally. We started with the B flat, diminished B, C minor, then the F minor, then the God that is within me. And the walk up is just like a minor walk up. It's just like we gave it a little bounce so it feel like Hawkinish. The Hawkins, one of my favorite groups. So it gave it that. It gave it some feeling instead of just playing a basic circle of fifths. We just kind of juiced it up.
I see.
That's all it was. We did nothing special but the special.
Right. So can you all imagine that, Hear and Play when they first started, you guys realize that there are 103 different countries that have been involved at some point.
Wow.
Man, with Hear and Play. I was speaking with Jermaine before the show, just kind of trying to pick his brain. And he had no idea that he would be 16 years strong and still have the type of effect on, people still continuing to buy, people still continuing to learn, be involved, they're going in and sharing the feeds. And so, man, you guys are a part of this, again today, and I'm sure you all are great musicians within your own right.
Can I say hello to everybody in all those 101 countries?
Yeah.
Thank y'all for support, man.
That's for sure.
We appreciate you.
That's for sure.
Thank you.
I only really speak one language. I wish I had about 5 or 6 in my belt that I could reel them off. But that's great, man. For number one, for folks to want to listen to you.
Right.
Definitely.
Right? Because people could choose to listen to anything at all, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if you fellas could just go back into Bless the Lord, because I heard a couple of things that I'm sure the musician who's listening would like, for you all to explain what exactly you did, especially what took place in between with your passing chords. I know you played the bass, but maybe you can slow it down and show us what you did in between the passing chords.
Okay. Maybe we try with no tempo.
Yeah.
You want to go, Eddie?
Yeah, we started by trading.
Your mic is kind of hot.
Very.
So yeah, Eddie, how would you play that? If you were playing it by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh man, as well. I'm playing it for myself.
It's limitless.
I don't really know.
You can go anywhere.
You could go anywhere, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I'll go.
So Eddie, you can't just run right over that. And you gotta tell us what you did. You can't just run right over that. What was that chord right there?
So I just
I saw you do it slow, and I still don't know what you did.
I begin to think like I'm in another key for a second.
Okay.
It comes down to how well you know the melody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know the melody, not just surface. You know the melody inside and out. That's what gives you freedom.
So you got to sit with your music.
You got to sit with the melody.
No question.
And know it well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because you can't do substitutions to what you don't know first. So if I go, I'm just going to take 3 notes of the melody. Or
Right.
You know, more traditional or
Sure.
Wow.
So it's just
This dude is not there.
it's just knowing the melody and taking increments. For me, the thought process is increments of the melody and knowing each note and substitute the chords while keeping the melody intact.
Okay. So is there something besides that song or within that song, the mechanics of that song that you can practice that after I've practiced it prior, I can now apply it to any song? Is there a method that you practice that says, oh, when I play this, now that I know I can do this specific method for this song?
It's limitless. Method, it's just, here's the thing. For me, the melody has a series of notes. Let's just say a melody has 8 notes.
Okay.
You start out by playing the first 3 notes of the melody, substituting maybe one chord
Okay.
over 3 notes of the melody.
I got you.
And then, as it gets deeper and crazier, you substitute each note, which is not necessary, but it's fun.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's fun. So,
I feel like I'm somebody inside of a lollipop right now. I'm getting into the head of Eddie Brown. This is great. This is great. This is great because the person who is watching may not know. For you, simply, that's the approach that I take in order to be able, to do that.
the better you know the melody, the more you can do.
Gotcha.
That's the key. But it's not just knowing it in a surface way, knowing it really, better than normal. I don't know.
Yeah.